EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And in recent seasons, he's really elevated his game and become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's out there leading his squad. He completed over 72% of his passes last season, which led the league, and he's looking to be even better in this season.
Throwing to start here is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down, Miami.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Throw caught by Achane. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And a Dolphin first down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So first and 10 now from the 30. In motion right here, Washington. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Able to slither by. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. T.J. Sanders, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake. Allen. And pass complete to Moore. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Allen. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown getting out.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 18.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 17 yards out. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From left side, taken in by Hill. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running right, here's Achane. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. H.N. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
The 28-yard line.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Allen going to throw. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and goal from the 1. Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they send a man in motion right. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Josh Palmer from 3 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And off to Achane to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here is 3rd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A beautiful fake. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
13 yards on the play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They run again on first down, Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Moore, the man in motion. To the air, Allen. He's got the connection to Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills this touchdown. Elijah Moore from 13 yards out. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Tua going to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Tua going to run the sneak, and he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now Gordon on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Delay of game, offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still second down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. A run straight ahead with H.N. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And a Dolphin first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Tua sets up to pass it. They set up the screen. H.N. has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and a couple. Looking to pass. Tua. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Jason Sanders.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Cook up the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Moore, the man in motion. Here's Allen to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen. That's completed right side to Palmer. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And again, it's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second down and 8. Allen off the play fake. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 29 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Pass on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Hill going to go in motion right. Play action. Now it's to him. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill, right side complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. T.J. Sanders in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
To try again after the sack. Tua. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hill. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Bills send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Dolphin football.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense back out on the field.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9.
In motion goes the tight end. Tua going to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. Oh, good move. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll run. Achane.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now Tua. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3.
Dolphins.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive with Cook. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. And he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Dolphins 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Tua sets up to pass it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. A very good move before a short gain out near the 32.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
In motion, the tight end. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still second down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down, Dolphins.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Looking to pass. Tua. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10. Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Miami.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. A gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Again, it's Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 43 yards rushing forward to the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 7.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. In motion, Hill. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll look downfield for Waller. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Darren Waller, 63 yards.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bills.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
35-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Allen has his man. It's Shakir.
Complete to Khalil Shakir. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 here. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
12 at the 50-yard line.
So Allen's going to look to throw, setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, and narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcomes in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.